I gotta get set up here. So if you're joining live, um, you're gonna deal with me getting set up. And let me turn that down. I am going to disconnect my AirPods here. Bluetooth. Disconnect. And then we're going to connect. Okay, let me see the audio. Audio system, AirPods, good. And let's look at Active Trader Pro. AirPods. Morning, Joe. And then I've got to get Safari up and running here. Boom, boom, boom. Safari. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't showered or done much of anything, so and I'm going to use my iPhone for notes. You know what? Let me grab my iPad. My iPad is charged. So hopefully you can hear me. Rahul, Joe, can you guys hear me? Let me check. I'm going to actually just turn on YouTube real quick. Oh, I'm not connected to the internet. Residents in, connect. And it's cold as F in here right now. No internet connection because I've got to hit connect. Oh, it might not be a great. Sweet. Thank you. Connect now. Come on. Okay. Oh, let me put that in too. Who mentioned this? I need to look. I got a comment yesterday from Fatima. From Fatima. Yes. Okay, let's see. Okay. I'm going to turn on my do not disturb. And then we're going to go through some scans. I'm going to get my notes up here. Podcast. There it is. It's down here. We're going to go through some scans. Market scanner. And I'm going to pull up YouTube so I can see your chats, but oh, come on. I don't want that one. Got to lower this volume too. There we go. Morning, Nevin. Hit that thumbs up button. Boy, what do pre-markets look like? Oxy is down 2%. Oxy's under 60. So if you're trading that one, Uber is down at 46. Tesla is almost under 250, which is a good place to start buying. Snowflake 164, Roblox 37, PXD 227, PanW 235. I would get that one under 250, honestly. Nvidia 437, under 440. Nvidia's I mean, I just bought it at 460. I'm gonna buy more. Netflix 427, it's under 430. I think that's a great buy. Microsoft under 330, still expensive, but long term, man. Meta 311, I think that's a $330 stock by the end of the year. Buy it again. Google under 130, Devon under 50. I think Devon goes to 60 at some point in time this year. Again, energy continues to go up. Bank of America at 31. I think you can still add that one. Amazon under 130 before earnings. I don't think that you add that one before earnings, though. That would be a tough sell in my mind. Covered call ETFs, there's nothing. Energy names, is there anything? Nope. Levered ETFs, nope. Nope. Low cost Vanguard, nope. Spider sectors, nope. Let's see. I think Cigna Group. Cigna looks up. Let's go to the Dow. I don't think anything in the Dow is gonna. Oh, Visa. Visa's flat. Let's see. Visa. Yeah, I know that, and that's what I totally expected. I can't imagine that we've got a lot. SGen. And it's probably nothing that you even want to talk about, to be honest. But yesterday was a healthy pullback. Colgate Palmolive, good earnings yesterday. That one shot up a little bit. Lockheed Martin. This one's just kind of, I mean, I'll put it in there, but RTX. This one, I'm telling you, this one is on its way to covering that gap back up to 97. I mean, I know that engine stuff is coming, but it's on its way to. And Joe, you know more about that stuff than I do. But I have a feeling that they are going to be fine. It's a bad engine recall. I know that. It takes engines out of service for 60 days. EMR. This one gapped up on earnings. Let's see the long one on this one. Hey, that's in a wedge. It's at the top of the wedge, but okay. Okay. I've got that one. I'm going to do a quick podcast here. It's 7:59. Do a quick one. Let me open up some stuff. Savvy Trader. We'll look at all. Okay, we got Savvy Trader up. HPQ, I was looking at. Let's see. Daily stock pick at Substack. I got a like or something, I guess. Yeah, I got a like. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. We're going to pull up some links. There's one. There's two. And I got to hit pause because I think it's going to automatically play. Yeah. We'll hit pause and push this over here. We got Josh in a decent one. Great tweet from yesterday. We'll pull that one up. And we'll pull up the S&P. There we go. And I think that's going to be it. Okay. Getting my notes ready. Morning, William. Trevor, I'll look at Qualcomm for you. I think Qualcomm, the problem with Qualcomm is going to be here. We'll go to strategy tester. Qualcomm, while their earnings were good, handsets are down, and it's down 117. My guess is you're going to get to probably, I mean, look at that support right there, these gaps at about 110. In pre-market, you're at 117. I hate to say time this one, because I do think this is a quality chip company, and you look at the weekly and you're just going to pull back to just under the 200-day. What's happened the last couple of times you've gotten under the 200-day on Qualcomm? You've been fine. I mean, you've had your 5, 6, 7% runs. So I do think that this level right here at 150 in a good, and I'm talking good, economy and good market, I think that 150 is where you're going to top out at. I just have a feeling, and see if I just put that line right in there. Let's go down to 150 because I think that's going to be a better, about 153. See how you're hitting 3 line, 1, 2, you're hitting it on the down, but you're hitting 3 kind of tops almost on that 9-day. And so when you open up down here at about 115 or so, if I put in another line and we kind of just look, that's kind of the channel that I see that you're in. And I don't see it going out of this channel this year. But so when you get down here towards the 117 level, I think you could time it. Now, here's the thing. Even if Qualcomm, say it goes down to, for ungodly reason, it goes down to 100. I can't imagine it going below 100, but say it goes to 100. Do you care? It's like me owning Uber and stuff. Look, here's Palantir, I'm up 32%. PayPal, I'm up 7%. Meta, I'm up 4%. AMD, I'm down 1%. Netflix, I'm down 1%. Uber, I'm down 2%. Ulta, I'm down 3%. NVIDIA, I'm down 5%. And Sedge, I'm down 24%. But Sedge, 24% loss is $195. Do I care? Not really. I mean, you look at Palantir, I'm up 32% at $460. So I put more money into that one. So you always got to make sure that your sizing is correct. But I won't. I'll go into Qualcomm. I think I have Qualcomm in my earnings. Do I have Qualcomm in my earnings? Yeah. Handset slowed, missed revenues, earnings per share in line, but I would say anything under 125 is good. That's my notes. And morning, William, if I didn't say it. So listen, this is a healthy pullback. This isn't something where, I'm going to take Uber and I'm going to get out of it. Sedge, completely different story. And I've got Brian Sullivan posted this great one. How much is the Fed harming the energy transition? Solar Edge would be a stark reminder that perhaps the biggest risk to solar and wind is higher interest rates. That's what happened. I mean, that's essentially it. So I'm going to change this. Let me do, we're going to get a little bit more in there. Okay. How's that? Is that good? That's good. Let's go back to here and then look at it. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay. But there's Qualcomm. Let's look at SPY. SPY, you're turning over. There we go. Okay, we'll take a look at this. Now I've got to go to my notes. Split view. And we're going to go notes. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. Split view on the iPad Pro. Okay. Bum, bum. No, my notes aren't updating. Some bitch. Okay. We're going to do split view and we're going to do notes. And we're going to look at notes. We're going to look at podcast. And we're going to scroll down. And, okay, come on. Update my damn notes. Notes should be updated. I gotta wait for my notes on my iPad to update so I can see them. Oh, morning, Nevin. Oh, I need to scroll down on that. Okay, why isn't this? There we go. Perfect. Now they're updated. And now I can start the podcast. I think I can. Do I look pretty? I haven't showered. Just had a big ass freaking waffle. So just make sure I'm all set. And I am all set. Okay. Good morning. It is, what is it? Thursday, August 3rd. First thing I want to address. Fatima on Spotify said, thank goodness I didn't listen to a douche on the internet. You are completely right, Fatima. You do not listen to a douche on the internet. I have been wrong this entire week. I blame work. I blame lack of focus on the market. I don't blame anything other than myself. Honestly, Fatima, when you play earnings, you're right sometimes, you're wrong other times. I will tell you the one thing, and I just went over Qualcomm for Trevor and I went over Qualcomm. Hey, anything, even if it goes under 110, I think you're still good at 117. I think at some point in time you get to the 150 mark. I went over it. If you want to watch it, it's on the live YouTube. I won't put it in the podcast, but I do think the difference between myself and a lot of other douches on the internet is you buy good companies with good earnings and good management with good products. If you buy those things, even if there's an earnings surprise, you're okay to make a decision of holding it. A good, for instance, let's take a look at our savvy trader, first of all. Palantir, I'm killing it, 32%. PayPal, I'm up 7%. Meta, I'm up 4%. AMD, I'm down 1%. Netflix, I'm down 1%. Uber, I'm down 2%. Ulta, I'm down 3%. Nvidia, I'm down 5%. Sedge, I'm down 24%. That was a gamble. But the big deal is I'm down 600, $500. It's an $800 investment that's down. Well, I guess it's down 622. I don't. Oh, it's trading at 195. So I'm down $622. Am I going poor over $622? No. You look at Palantir, I'm up $460. You look PayPal, I'm up $488. So the key point is Sedge is not killing my earnings at $622. I'll be fine. Uber will get back to 52. It was at 52 in pre-market. Netflix will get back to 500. AMD will get back to 520. Ulta will get back to 470. Nvidia, that's going past 500. So the key point is, Fatima, don't listen to a douche on the internet. You are 100% right, and there is a reason for that rule. 100% a reason for that rule. It's because you don't. If you gamble like this around earnings, you play a small portion of your portfolio on it. The large portion of your portfolio should be in buy and hold companies. Like two that report today, Apple and Amazon. Those are two really good companies. Now, Apple is trading at 191. Amazon is trading at 128. I don't know that I'd play either one of these into earnings. Earnings this week so far. This week's earnings are coming in lighter, not bad, than the recent run rate can sustain the prices. Guidance isn't as strong. If the economy is strong and it'll grow, this pullback is a buy. If the Fed increases, the Fed interest rate increases are just now taking effect, we're going to see more downside. So you've got to make the determination which place you think it's going to go. You have to make the determination of buying good companies, or you can buy these other companies. Palantir is still not making a profit, but they're in the war business, and we've got a war going on in Ukraine, and they're actually signing contracts with other countries. So I think Palantir is a good bet on that one. Energy has come in super, super light compared to last year when oil was trading at 120 a barrel at this time. So it's coming in light. Devon went all the way up to 54. It's down to 49. So is it a buy? I think so. I think energy is going to go up. I just think, PXD yesterday announced that they were reducing their dividend. That was completely expected. I'm still in that one. It's up at, let's see, PXD is at 227. So it's over its 200 swing. If you got it under 200, you still got your 10%. And you got a decent dividend to go along with. So Fatima, I completely agree with you. Do not listen to a douche on the internet. I am that douche on the internet. But understand there are a lot more douches on the internet that will guide you to a different outcome. Here is SPY. And you're seeing SPY on the 4-hour, you've got that turnover. That turnover right there coming down. I think if we get continued downside, you're coming down to about 445 on SPY. You're at 450 right now. We're at 449 in pre-market. You're seeing the MACD turnover. We're in the downfall. The RSI quickly went to 43. I think we have one more day of downside. But I do think around lunchtime, you're going to see this thing turn around a little bit. There's going to be something. Now, do I expect Apple earnings to come in super, super hot today? I don't expect Apple to break 200 today. I expect Apple to release some decent earnings, nothing horrible. If it pulls under 190, I think if you don't have a position in Apple, you start a position. It's at 191 right now. If for some reason Apple decides to come down to the 170s, load up the Brinks truck. I mean, just back in $20,000, $30,000 into Apple. You will not be disappointed in 1 or 2 years. They have so much cash. Maybe they announce some type of split. Who knows? Amazon, I'm a little bit more worried about Amazon with the Google Cloud and the Microsoft Cloud slowing their growth and increasing their growth. Where's their growth coming from? Is it really coming from Amazon and overall the cloud is falling down? I don't know. But all of this is really just a pullback in an uptrend. Remember, this was May. The algorithm has us in at 411 on SPY, and that was May 11th. You've seen at the end of May, you had this big pullback. At the middle of June, you had this big pullback. So I think this is just another pullback in an upward trending market. If we look at the weekly on SPY, you're still not even under the 9-day. The 9-day right there, you still have confirmation. Your 50-day is still turning positive. Your 200-day, still positive. So I'm not overly concerned about this, but it is something to watch. Now, a couple of tweets yesterday. This was a great tweet. I will put this in the newsletter. All of this stuff will go in the newsletter. And if you're not subscribed to the newsletter, it's dailystockpick.substack.com. But that's the newsletter. I put it out every day, even if I don't do a podcast. Strategist Dan Clifton on possible political implications of Fitch. He raises a great possibility that the government will shut down on October 1st. Another negative catalyst right there. I'll put that so you can watch it. I think he makes really, really good points. Another one. The biggest mistake investors can make, Downtown Josh Brown explains how recency bias can cause people to miss out on stock gains. Great clip. I will put that in the newsletter. If you follow me on Twitter, I retweeted it. Great clip. Now, speaking of Sedge as my biggest loser, Brian Sullivan, this tweet is perfect. He says, how much is the Fed harming energy transition? SolarEdge should be another stark reminder that perhaps the biggest risk to solar and wind build out is higher interest rates. People aren't putting in solar here in the United States. Demand fell 30% in the US because interest rates are higher and lower natural gas prices kept energy stable. So Enphase is the exact example of that. You have to understand that that's exactly what brought SolarEdge down. It was the interest rates. It's what brought Enphase down. I thought Europe could overcome the U.S. Fall in SolarEdge, but they gave super weak guidance for the third quarter. Now, here's the thing. The question is, was SolarEdge really kind of sandbagging and saying, hey, we're going to come in lower and this is an opportunity for us to bring the stock price down a little bit? And basically blow it out of the water in the second half. Who knows? But, again, you have to make that determination on your own. One that reported yesterday that actually was super, super strong. I thought the pullback was crazy. It's trading at 101. Get Starbucks under 100 because you're seeing a gap up here at 109, 113. It was a super strong quarter in China for Starbucks. I'll probably be adding this. I just don't see Starbucks is they're performing. It's not a stock that's not performing. When this pulls back under 100, you should absolutely 100% buy it. That's what I've got in my notes is buy Starbucks under 100. You're seeing that 200-day at about 94 as it bounces off there. You're going to start seeing if it gets down to 94, start buying it. Every time this one has crossed the 200-day, it's been a buying opportunity. Here's the 2018 pullback. Here's COVID. Here is the 2022 lows down at about 78, 79. It's a great company. Great company. I'm going to put in the newsletter some of the price swings that I talk about on some of the core portfolio. Amazon, Devon, Google, Meta, Microsoft, NVIDIA, Roblox, Shop, Snow, Tesla, Uber, SOFI. Those are all the stocks that I will put swing prices on that I think you should buy under and sell over in the newsletter, dailystockpick.substack.com. Let's talk about earnings. We talked a little bit about Qualcomm, and I'll do it right here. Here's the look at Qualcomm and where I said, hey, the upper range up here at about 150. If we look at a weekly on this one, you can clearly see those two lines. The bottom, I'm thinking it's about 110. The top, I'm thinking it's about 150. So here in pre-market at 117, if you want to buy it, I don't think it's crazy. Handset sales slowed. Remember, Apple is not using Qualcomm in their handsets anymore. Handsets slowed, missed revenues and earnings per share in line. I would say anything under 120 on this one is a good price. This one at its highs was around 190. I think this one continues to be a very, very good chip stock. Robinhood reported first time. I want to point this out. First time they reported a GAAP profit. That's good. Still not a good platform. Their users are down. This isn't something that you invest in. They're down at $11.70. I don't think that this one continues to be a $12 stock. I think it's more like an $8 stock down here. Again, they returned to profit. I think it's good, but I'm just not super, super crazy about it. Zillow reported earnings. They're down 2%. They killed earnings. Their just guidance was a little bit weak. And with that run up here, again, the run ups the earnings are not justifying the run ups. DoorDash, they missed earnings per share, beat revenue. Q3 was better than expected. They're up 3% in pre-market. Etsy, this is one that I own. Beat earnings per share, revenue estimates. The Q3 guide was a little light. It reacted down. It's down 8%, 8% to $87. Buyers were an all-time high in the quarter. So I don't know if this is just an overreaction from that $88 price. We got down to lows here. If we look at the weekly, you're below the 200-day. This one, in my mind, I think it deserves to be up above the 200-day. It was a pandemic favorite up here at 262. You're not getting back to 262, but I think that 130, 140, I don't think that's overly justified on that one. Shopify, I talked about Shopify being the one that I really liked. They beat by a lot. They beat by. Earnings per share estimates and revenue estimates. I will include Bradley Ferguson, the stock nerd, look at Shopify. They killed it. Shipping faster expansion. It went down. It's at $60. If you can get this under 60, this is an $80 stock by the end of the year. At some point in time, this is an $80 stock. They killed it. I don't believe that pullback from 67, 68 where it was, I don't believe that's justified. I will be adding to my position on this one. PayPal is one that I bought. They beat. The problem was their operating margins. They're just not doing well. And Bradley Ferguson pointed this out, and others pointed it out too. When you listen to Shopify's quarterly earnings and the CEO talk about and how excited he is about the future and things, and then you listen to PayPal's quarterly earnings, the CEO's just blah. I mean, he's not anything. I do think PayPal gets up here at some point in time to this $85. You can't argue. PayPal went from $60 up to $75. In a 2-month period, it covered that gap. It's going to cover the gap again up here. It's just pulling back a little. I may add to it. I already own a lot. I think my average purchase price is about $72. So I'm a little bit in the negative, but that was a long-term buy. I bought significantly higher, I think at about 80. I have dollar cost of my average way up in this one. Oxy is one. This is under 60. It's pulled back to 59.47 in pre-market. You can see their earnings. They beat on earnings per share and revenue, both. I want to point out this to you, the S&P heat map here from yesterday. All of these big names were down 4, 3, 2%. All of the big names were down that much. Notice they're all down. It's just a healthy pullback. Just a healthy pullback. It hurts to buy in these times, but I do think you do buy in these times. Let's talk about scans because I'm going to go through these quickly. Visa, there's not a lot of scans. Visa, 238.63. I don't think you buy up here. I think it's a little bit rich. If we look at a weekly on this one, you are close to all-time highs. I just think that this one's a little too rich up at these levels. SGen, CGen. This one, 193.03. You can see it's just pulling back under the 200-day, but this one has just had a crazy year so far. I mean, down at 140. So SGen does have a cross up at 193. Maybe you play it up to 200, but SGen. Colgate Palmolive, crazy good earnings. Crazy good earnings. 77.60. This one was trading yesterday in the 73 range. So on a consumer goods company like that, when you get a $4 move in one day, a 5% move, crazy good earnings. Lockheed Martin, they have a cross up 450.11. I don't think this is a bad one. I'm just not a big fan. I mean, I'd rather invest in Palantir and something exciting. Look at the weekly. I mean, the move is going to be to 500, so maybe you have 10% in this one. Lockheed Martin, again, war crimes are, war companies are doing well. RTX, this one has a cross up 87. I do think at some point in time this fills the gap up to 96. That engine, the engine recall spooked the market. Absolutely spooked the market. And finally, EMR, Emerson Electric, 95.51 is the cross up. You got your earnings, your dividend payment coming out here on August 10th, my birthday. I listen, it's a utility, I think is what it is, but that one crossed up. Okay, if you want to follow me at all, linktree.daily/daily stock picks, linktr.ee/daily stock pick. You can get TrendSpider up to 25% off, Visible. The big one that you can really get is this third one. It's 12 free stocks on Webull. I've talked about it before. Webull is a great platform. If you're in Robinhood, get out of Robinhood. Try and take your money out. Try and see how difficult that is. They will charge you $70 to close your account. Webull charges you nothing to close your account. You can transfer stuff between Fidelity and Webull. I did it. I've got $1,000 in Webull. I put that in January of this year. Right now, live update. That portfolio is worth $1,525. Top three stocks. Caterpillar, I'm up 8%. Boeing, I'm up 6%. Apple, I'm up 35%. So yeah, those are the top three stocks that I have in that portfolio. I'm at $1,526. So I'm up 50%. Tell how much Apple I have versus the rest of the stuff. But Webull is a great one. Sign up with this link. You get up to 12 free stocks. If you just put $1,000 in there. If you want the newsletter down here, you want Spotify, you want YouTube, you want anything, it's all down there. Savvy Trader, follow my trades on Savvy Trader. I've got two portfolios on Savvy Trader. One is the trading portfolio. The other one's the core portfolio. Let me explain the difference. You should subscribe to both. The trading portfolio in 1 month, it's down 1%. The core portfolio is up 1.28%. The trading portfolio are stocks that I'm in and out of. I'm holding some of them, but I'm probably not holding them for very long. I may be trading them. I may be trading them for longer. Who knows? NVIDIA's in there. I'm probably not getting rid of NVIDIA. I'm just going into it. Core portfolio are 35 stocks that are great to buy and hold. It's an even weighted portfolio. So, for instance, Costco is the largest position in this portfolio. Let's see, allocation. Costco is the largest position in this portfolio, and it's just 100 shares of each stock, and it's up 1%. Now, the overall portfolio value is crazy. I think it's like $600,000. $650,000. I would not expect anyone to buy $650,000 of this, and I would allocate it significantly different than that. But look at that. I mean, look overall. Just look at that. And all I did was on one day, I bought 100. So follow me on Savvy Trader. I think you follow both portfolios because as I pull things in and out of the core portfolio, I will remove them from here. If a stock like, for instance, Moderna is in this one, I don't think Moderna is a very good, healthy stock to buy and hold, but I do think Moderna is in the core portfolio because this one's on hype train. Once they announce a flu vaccine, that one's going to fly. But I take it in and out of the portfolio every now and then. I don't invest in it. So if you have any questions, hit me up on the link tree. You can find me right here on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. There's YouTube. There's Twitch. There's Substack. There is Apple Podcasts. There's a tip jar right there with Venmo. You can email me. Say you don't have social media. You can email me right there. So I like all of this. This link tree is the way to get in touch with me. Savvy Trader is the way to follow me. The daily Stock Picks newsletter is a great way to get your daily dose of Gary in your email box. Whatever you want. Okay, I am out of here. I'm going to post this. You guys take care. Have fun. I will talk to you tomorrow. Well, no, I am traveling tomorrow. Tomorrow's a travel day. So I will talk to you guys Monday. Take care. See ya. Okay, stopped recording. I'm going to upload. Oh, I got to put it into iMovie now. Morning, Brandon. IONQ. You did good in selling that one, Brandon. You did good in trading out of that one because it's turned over, I think. Get started. We're going to take this out. Hold on one second. I'm trying to get iMovie up now. There we go. And I'm going to move this right there. No. Okay, we're going to colorize this. Auto. Where's my... I think it's going to do auto. Let's see. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay. Export file. Wow, I'm at 61%. And this is going to be a big file to upload. 8.3 pod. Save. Then I got to do a Canva. Who's got questions? I think I did an okay job. Let's see. I'll do this one. File, create, make a copy. I'm going to say don't listen to a douche on the internet. That's going to be my biggest one. Eight, 3. And we're going to share this. We'll get this, download that. Download, done. Oh, should I do a different color backdrop? I like these gradients. Boom. Man, that one's better. Download. Do that one. Okay, and we'll get out of there. We'll get out of there. We'll get out of there. Okay. Do Amazon strangely is up 0.11. Here's, and I haven't made up my mind, Joe. I think any reaction in the market is an overreaction, but when you look at a weekly of this and you just pull this back, this is the first time we've broken down below this 200-day. Now, if I go to FinViz, I'm not a good judge of how these act in high interest rate environments. But Sedge, their price to sales is 3.31. That's not crazy. I don't see downgrades of Sedge just yet. You would think with the guidance and things that some of these monkeys would pull it down. Here's Motley Fool. Let's see. This is July's 5 worst performing and Sedge's 1. Oh, come on. Let's see. Solar Edge. Take Enphase, for example. The bulk of its July stumble took shape in response to its third quarter guidance. Shares of the London-based. The question: repeated warnings. For the record, while you should be looking to buy stocks you want to own, just because the stock's down in a particular calendar month does not inherently make it worth owning. Some companies are train wrecks every 12 months of the year. Sometimes there more than 1 month's worth of selling is in the card. Sometimes such a steep runoff, blah, blah, blah. This particular month with this particular stocks, however, there are bigger picture themes to consider. Of these two laggards, two different airlines loosely pointed to a looming headwind, and of those same laggards, two different solar technologies are signaling slowing uptake of their product. That article doesn't tell us anything. Let's see. Let's see what this says. This is an analyst. Oh, I don't want to subscribe to see your damn analysis. Let's see if Morningstar publishes their stuff. They're probably going to block me on, subscribe to Yahoo Finance. Why are analysts still upbeat? Here's a good, let's see if Barron's lets me read, or they're going to tell me to sign up. Yeah. No. I don't want to subscribe to Barron's, even to get a free one. Yeah, I mean, this is the key point, Joe. Some of Solar Edge's financial metrics posted new records. The pace of the company's growth has slowed somewhat. Second quarter revenue of $991 million was up 36% year over year, but it rose just by 5% for 3 months ago. Similarly, adjusted net income of $157 nearly tripled from year ago levels, but it was down 10% from the first quarter. So you're seeing higher interest rates take a hold on shorter term. And the CEO, again, I don't know, what The problem for me is, and again, it's in the trading portfolio. So do I mind buying a little lower? Or do I just throw the baby out with the bathwater and sell and take the loss and chalk it up? And I'm just not sure. This is the stock chart for Sedge, and you'd be out right now. You wouldn't be in. Even on the 65 minute, I think you're still out. Yeah, it got you out with a 1% gain right here from 235, and then you got out. You're not in, and you're not going to be in on these algos for any point in time. The 65 minute, it's an 8-day algorithm. This is the 9-day. I don't have the 8-day on the chart, but that's the 9-day. So you've got quite a bit to actually get up to the 8-day. I don't like to buy when the MACD is in this falling position, even though the RSI is at 17. I'd rather miss the first move from 195 to 207 and maybe catch the second move, on the way up. But the problem is when you look at the weekly, it's just never been this weak. It's fallen a couple of times. Here, August, it fell to October. It fell from 312 down to 208. I think that's where you're at right now, is you're just in this downturn, and you're going to get back up here. You can see clearly. It's just, here, hold on. Oh, yeah, this range. I mean, if we touched 3 spots, that is a range from 210 to 380. I don't think it's out of the question to think that this is going to move again somewhere in that range. So I don't think you're wrong in buying, but again, I would be slightly concerned with America's increased interest rates because every company in the solar industry has warned about it. Larry, I'm not. Uh, I am not. Sedge. Nicola vote 2 for 1 stocks. No, Nicola's my friend Vince is the head of marketing for Nicola. He has never. I've never personally talked to him about the company, but he was there during the Trevor Milton. Hey, let's roll this thing downhill. Days. I've never talked to him about the company, so I don't have any insider information. I just don't believe a company like that deserves my money. And I hate to say that, but they were going in the EV direction when EVs were popular. Now they're into natural gas trucks. They've delivered some in the I think the UK. Yeah, they're just. I don't think you buy them. Zephin, you're down on SQQQ. I'm gonna run because I gotta get out of here. I gotta get in the shower and stuff by 9. SQQ on a 65 minute should be in at 17:55. It's at 18:18. Yeah, I think I just don't like nickel is a trade. Brandon, I should point this out. Nickel is a trade, not a buy and hold. So I don't think you buy it just because it's God, look at Warner Brothers Discovery. Um, I don't think you buy it to hold it. I think you just basically buy it and trade it. If you can make 10% on it, great. I would I would stop myself from losing 5%. I would risk 5% to gain 10% because I do think it's a hype one that you could trade like that. But to be honest, I'd rather play like Moderna or a company that I do believe has a possibility of popping 100% versus just popping, like a what's that one? Um, Mullen. I mean, Joe's played Mullen masterfully over the time, but it's down 12 cents. It's probably going back to 25 cents at some time. I mean, you're doubling, but that's hype. That's just hype. So, okay, I am out of here, guys. I don't mean to make it super quick, but I got to jump in the shower and I got to upload this. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow or Monday. I will do a newsletter.